Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for September 25, 2025. Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Present.
Weena Guzman. Frank Rivera.
Present.
Okay, next we have our minutes. We have the minutes of the regular meeting of Thursday, September 11, 2025. I can make a motion to adopt as written. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We have no correspondence. We'll move on to new business. First item on our agenda is from Frank. It is from Public Works. It is from Frank O. Carson and Company. It is a rate sheet for installation and printing of graphics for the police vehicles. The amount would be $885 per vehicle, with a police department not to exceed $5,000, and the pricing is good till 1 September 2026. Public Works submitted this. I did talk to the police chief. He says they're changing because the rates with the other companies have increased dramatically. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
If you have no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion accepting Frank O. Carlson and Company's proposal for police vehicle signage.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We come to outstanding invoices. We have 8 outstanding invoices. It's been our practice. I'll read each one first. We'll make a motion at the end. First one is from Public Works. It is from company Pressure Tech. The invoice is dated 5/27/25. The amount is $10,925. The explanation is that please excuse my invoices which just received. They just received the invoice to process for payment. Are there any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, next one is from Legacy, from the Plan Department. Is the company's Legacy Sign. It's past due invoice. The amount is, the date is 7/16/2025. The amount is $3,903.00. Explanation is invoice submitted for payment but rejected and thus went past 60 days. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, next is from the Engineering Department. The company is Bissinger and Associates. They have a late invoice dated 6/23/25. The amount is $341. Explanation, invoice was received late from the vendor. Services were rendered, and invoice should be processed. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, next we have one from Hitchcock Design. This is also from the Engineering Department. Late invoice date is 5/31/25. The amount is $863.75. Explanation, invoice was received late from the vendor. Service was rendered, and invoice should be processed. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, then we have one from the Fire Department. This is from vendor Superior Ambulance. The invoice is dated June 1, 2025. The amount is $50,000. Explanation is Fire Department didn't realize the invoice wasn't paid until Superior Ambulance reached out and inquired after payment. After investigation, it was determined that invoice was sent through email and inadvertently missed. And they have the paperwork. Just for information, the $50,000 is part of a contract with Superior where we pay them $100,000 in addition to what they collect, and we're supposed to pay $50,000 in 2 increments. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay. Next, we have also from the Fire Department, vendor is W.S. Darley. Late invoice dated May 1st, 2025. Amount is $4,629.04. Explanation, invoice was billed before Fire Department received the product billed. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, next one is also from the Fire Department. Company is Milne, M-I-L-N-E, Supply Company. Late invoice dated June 18, 2025. Amount is $231.31. Explanation, invoice was sent to previous secretary by mistake. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, the final one is from G&J Auto Parts. It's also from the fire department. The late invoice date is July 15, 2025. The amount is $143.94. Explanation is the invoice was found in records after review of statement. Any questions or comments?
No.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments on the aforementioned 8 late invoices, I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to the vendors of these late invoices.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next on our agenda, we have donation checks for the fire department. We have one from Fife Funeral Home. It's for $100. We have an explanation from the Chief Escobedo. Fife Funeral Home has awarded the Chicago Fire Department a $100 donation in support of our annual programs this year. These funds will be used for services for our future fire programs. Please let the submission show a record of East Chicago Fire Department acceptance of these funds. Second one is from Sims Metal. It's for $500. And he has a similar letter that the funds will be used as for their future programs. Are there any questions on these 2 donations?
No.
Just to say thank you for your generous donations.
Okay. Did we send a note to him, or the fire department sent a note to him? Okay. Okay, so there being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion accepting, on behalf of the fire department, these 2 donations from Fife Funeral Home and Sims Metal.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a proposal from the fire department with Honeywell. The company's name is Honeywell, and this is their standard charges and rates. And this is for the calibration of their face mask, their face protective mask. They calibrate the seals to make sure they're working, they're keeping the seals tight on their mask. And it does have their standard charges for the calibration on here. And it has a, let's see, they not to exceed is $6,000. Any questions or comments?
No.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion accepting Honeywell's proposal for the fire department.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion passes. Next, we have surplus items from the fire department. We have a letter from Chief Escobedo. I would like to declare the following items surplus. These items are non-repairable or have expired. And the list includes portable radio batteries, bunker coats, bunker pants, light chargers, AED box bags, and a bolt cutter. Any questions or comments on these items for surplus?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion approving the fire department's request to declare these items surplus.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have items from the IT department. We have several. The first one is from Civic Plus. Is Civic Plus web hosting, maintenance, and support. Description from Kevin Klosak, our IT department administrator, is this is a 36-month agreement. It's for support and hosting of the East Chicago website to be provided by Civic Plus. The 2025 year one amount of $6,601.14 shown as year one of this agreement has been previously approved by the board in a separate 2025 renewal agreement. Our next invoice amount will be in 2026 for year 2. And if you look at the invoice, it has year 1 and then it has year 2. The amount for year 2 will be $6,931.76, and year 3 it will be $7,277.76. So, any questions or comments on this agreement?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion on behalf of the IT department approving Civic Plus web hosting, maintenance, and support proposal.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have also from IT, from Mimecast. This is for the email filtering per Mr. Kosak. This annual agreement is for our email filtering service. I am requesting approval for the annual hosting and support cost of $23,226.70. And he includes the details is for advanced protection, cloud gateway, advanced support, configurations, assistance, and it totals the amount of $23,226.70. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
Just to note that the agreement commences on December 13th of this year and ends December 12th, 2026.
Okay, thank you for that. Any other questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to bring a motion approving Mimecast email filtering proposal with our IT department.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have from CDWG, our antivirus licensing, also with IT. It is, the description is, this code is for our annual Somatic Endpoint Antivirus Software Licensing. I am seeking approval because I am using my other service fund, which requires board approval for any purchase over, actually, it's right here, it says 00000. The cost of the this licensing renewal is $23,226.70. I'm gonna have to ask Kevin if that's if he meant to put all zeros on that. You know, with that. I don't know. I would think there would be a number there. If it's a fund that requires a certain amount. But aside from that, are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments, I can make a motion approving of IT's request for their antivirus licensing with CDWG. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from UKG. This is for the timekeeping annual support. It is also with our IT department. UKG is part of Kronos, our Kronos timekeeping annual support and hosting services. This agreement is for the renewal of the 2025 through 2026 annual Kronos hosting and support services for our Kronos UKG Pro timekeeping solution managed by Rob Johnson, who is our payroll manager, as part of the processing payroll for the city. The 12-month renewal total cost of the hosting service is $57,657.60. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I can make a motion approving UKG Kronos proposal involving our timekeeping annual support.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we come to resolution, City of Chicago Board of Public Works, Resolution 2025-22, a resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works establishing terms and conditions for the transfer of certain property owned by the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment to the City of East Chicago, which property is commonly known as 446 Vernon, Vernon Avenue, parcel number 45-03-288-033.000-024. You wait for this train to go by. Whereas the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment owns property within the City of East Chicago listed in the title of this resolution by commonly known address and parcel number, and whereas IC 36-1-11 prescribes the matter of disposal and conveyance of real property by political subdivisions, including municipality departments, and whereas IC 361-11-8 provides such entities may transfer or exchange property on terms and conditions, and for such consideration as evidenced by adoption of substantially identical resolutions by such entities, and whereas the City of East Chicago, acting through the Department of Redevelopment, desires to convey and transfer the subject property without monetary consideration to the City of East Chicago, Indiana. Whereas now therefore be resolved that the City of East Chicago, by its Board of Public Works, agrees to accept said property on behalf of the City of East Chicago at no cost from the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment, and that the City of East Chicago Department of Redevelopment, acting through its commission through Resolution 2025-RED. I don't know if there's supposed to be a number in there.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a number.
Shall convey and transfer without consideration the above described real estate as particularly described in the attached quitclaim deeds to the City of East Chicago. Be it further resolved that the board president be and is hereby authorized to receive a deed substantially conforming to the documents attached, conveying such property to the City of East Chicago, along with the appropriate sales disclosure forms. I think all we have to do is fill in that number. So, are there any other questions on?
No.
There being no further question or comments, I'd like to make a motion approving Resolution 2025-2022 including the motion is that we fill in resolution, Department of Redevelopment Commission Resolution 2025 RED, and we get the correct number under. And I believe redevelopment they have a copy of the resolution, but do we have a number of the resolution?
I don't have
Okay, so we'll just put that in there. And all the other things were included with it, the quitclaim deed and everything else. So no other questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion approving Resolution 2025-22.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
That's it, okay. And for the record, Mr. Rivera is our redevelopment director. Okay, next we come to change order from Pintos. And this is for engineering, change order number 1. And this is dealing with various concrete work. The reason for the change order is locations have been changed from Alexander to areas that have to be addressed. Now, there is, this is the one right here? Okay, so the properties are going to be changed. We have with the new one, where the properties are going to be the new properties, right?
Yes.
And the previous properties are,
They were in Alexander.
they're in Alexander, all in Alexander?
Yes.
Okay, so we're moving from Alexander to the new set of properties, and basically they are at Kosciuszko Park Sidewalk. That's from 151st Street in Kosciuszko Park Sidewalk. They're in Roxana Park Sidewalk, Roxana Park, another section of sidewalk, Roxana Park gutter, curb and gutter, Veterans Park Sidewalk. It seems like it's all sidewalks surrounding Veterans Park. Then there's a Todd Park Sidewalk. There's 3 different lengths, and it looks like it covers the entire sidewalk within Todd Park. Then we have Ivy Tech Sidewalk in Columbus Drive. And then 2001 Broadway, that whole section of sidewalk, and then Riley Park Sidewalk. And for all these different locations that they're changed from Alexander, the amount will be $48,478.75. And that's the only reason for the change. Are there any questions or comments on this change order?
Just to note that I think they have Roxana, but it is Roxana. So just in case anybody questions that. And then
The new one was changed.
Yeah, the new one has,
Okay.
new one has Roxanne.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think part of the confusion was since we changed engineers,
Yes.
we've been trying to catch up with some of these programs, and there's been changes that were missed, and so we're trying to correct things just for record. Okay? Any other questions or comments on this change order?
And can we add the previous, because this is the change order, correct?
Right, so for the
can we-
record, we'll ask that the previous change be attached to this one,
Or the original?
the
yes.
original. Okay? Any other questions or comments?
No. No further question. All right.
Okay, there'll be no further questions or comments. I'd like to make a motion approving Pinto's and the engineering department's change order number 1 for various concrete work, change of locations. Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have a proposal from Pinto's. This is for Sunnyside Park, Evergreen and Butternut, and Nunes Park sidewalk. Let me make sure we have. Let me sure, okay, it has Sunnyside Park sidewalk. It does have Evergreen and Butternut, Evergreen Butternut sidewalk, Evergreen Butternut curb. Sunnyside is basically just sidewalk. Nunes Park, just sidewalk. Total for these projects will be $8,135, and this is a separate project. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion approving Pinto's proposal for the Sunnyside Park, Evergreen, Butternut, and Nunes Park sidewalk project.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we come to the 2025-2026 asphalt concrete rates. I believe this is where engineering department, I believe they have 5 vendors who agreed to sign on to one price.
Correct.
So, and this is something we approved last year also. So for this year, we have R&D Construction, we have Martinez Construction, we have 360 Degree, we also have Permaseal and Genstar LLC. Those are the 5 that will be participating. And if anybody wants to join later, they can sign on, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so we do have a rate schedule here that everybody's agreed to, that they're all going to use the same rate schedule for concrete sidewalks, concrete curbs, concrete curb and gutters, concrete aprons. And there is a price for asphalt, mill, and paving. And this includes the labor and materials. Any questions or comments on this agreement?
No.
I just had a question for our attorney.
Mhm.
Have you had a chance to look?
I looked at it, it looked like something that was commonly used with service policy, but I can go through it more carefully if it's not something that we generally
Mhm.
see.
Okay.
And I believe the wording is similar to what we've done the last 3 years, so if you find any fault, I know who to blame. so.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion approving the 2025 to 2026 asphalt concrete rate policy with the aforementioned 5 vendors with our engineering department.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion passes. Okay, next we have our right-of-way applications. We have Board of Works right-of-way applications number 25-05 through 153 through 25-05-179. Are there any questions or comments on these
No.
No.
applications? Okay. There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion approving the aforementioned right-of-way applications.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay. Motion passes. Okay, on other business, we have 2 items on other business. 3? Oh, that's right, there's one with R&D construction, and there's 2 with building. I was putting the 2 with building together. So, and the reason these are in other business, they are time sensitive and they came to us almost at the last moment. And I spoke to the department heads, they called and they said, if we could please put these, because they are actually going to be working on these two things in the following few days. So the first one we have is from Building Department. It is for R&D Construction. It is for demolition, cut and cap the main water line service. We do have our Building Department Director, James Portalatin. Okay, I get tongue-tied. He did submit that we could approve the proposal submitted by R&D Construction for various locations for demolition, cut and cap the main water line service at a cost of $5,000 per location. He did submit, he's recommending RD, but he did submit bids from 2 other companies. He has from Salyer Plumbing Incorporated. Their bid was $5,500. And from KM Plumbing, theirs is approximately from $5,400 to $6,800. RD's was $5,000 per location. The reason this is, they need this changed as quick as possible. Before, they were just cutting the service line, and now I think Water Department is requesting they cut off the main to stop leakage. We're getting a lot of leakage from the service lines when they cut those off. So, any questions or comments on this proposal? No? There being
Not to exceed for 100,000.
and not to exceed for 100,000. Any other questions or comments?
No.
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion approving the Building Department's request for R&D Construction to be awarded the proposal for the demolition, cut and cap of main water line services.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have the two from the Building Department. The first one is for, should be, let's see, one is for, the one should go first is the one for on-site, the proposal by Harbor Group for emergency fire demolition, on-site asbestos remediation and inspection for 5010 Northcott. The cost of the inspector on this site is $1,400 per day in an 8-hour term, not to exceed $5,600. The reason they need these, they're time sensitive, they're actually going to demolish this building on Monday, and they're doing the remediation now, within now. So, and that's the reason for the having it put on our agenda today at the last moment. The second one is also related to it, and this is for the actual demolition of the property. The proposal submitted by Richardson Disposal for emergency fire demolition at 5010 Northcott rear structure to the foundation at the amount of $12,250. And they list their, that would come under their contractual services. The first one is coming out of their unsafe buildings contractual service. This one is coming just out of their regular contractual services. Are there any questions or comments on these two proposals?
No.
Okay. And they are classifying these as emergency proposals. No more questions or comments?
No, none.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposal for remediation from the Harbor Group for 5010 Northcott in the amount of not to exceed $5,600, and also for the actual demolition with Richardson Disposal at 510 Northcott in the amount of $12,250.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Okay, I believe that concludes everything on our agenda under new business and other business. Our next regular meeting will be Thursday, October 9th, 2025 at 4:30 p.m. As that includes all our items on our agenda for tonight, I'd like to make a motion for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.